What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. It is PFO time. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully, everyone's having a great week already. We're ready to kick off PopFourceOne. We're going to talk about all kinds of things Funko related, collectible related, see what's going on in the community, see what's going on, what releases came out, what's been weird, what's been cool, what's been neat, all kinds of great stuff. And of course, I'm supposed to have some guests on tonight. I don't know where they are. So who knows? Maybe Slapshotpops is in a snowstorm. Maybe Vince is sipping on a margarita somewhere. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. So everyone, what's up? What's up? So I know Vince is actually on vacation. So Vince is actually on vacation. I told him not to come on because you're on vacation. Enjoy your vacation. But Gerald was the first one to say hi. So what's going on, Gerald? David was next. Chase Chaser, what's up? Dr. John Pops is in the house. Randy's hanging out with us. Seth Floyd. We got Pipsqueak Collectibles. Jetman. Seth, I think you hit, 700? Congratulations on that. I think I saw that milestone, or was I wrong? Maybe you hit more than that, but I thought it was 700. Jetman, what's up? Pop Funko UK. Never Ask what's going on. Gustavo, Mr. Brightside's in the house. Hi, Shy Guy. Wonder Must is in the house. Rams, Wayne, Crosse, Magma, Bruce, what's going on? All right. So we got a lot of people coming in the house. Monster Pete, what's going on? All right. So PopFourceOne is in the house. We're still hanging out. We're having some fun. John will be on here shortly. He had some crazy day. I don't know if you saw their story or anything like that, but they had some crazy kind of like power issues at the house and things like that. But it's been all restored, so we'll see. Hopefully, he didn't like break the breaker now and trip over something, and now it's gone again. Who knows? But Vince, I told Vince to go on vacation, stay on vacation. I'm actually going to see Vince tomorrow. Shannon actually saw Bree tonight. They hung out at Epcot. I worked till a little later, so I couldn't go hang out with Bree at Epcot. But tomorrow we're gonna hang out with Vince and family, Vince and Bree, and go hang out with them for a little bit at Disney. So that's gonna be fun as well too. But when you're on vacation, you should enjoy your vacation. I think that's very important. What's going on, Jeremy? What's going on, Nate and Amanda? Holly's in the house as well too. Christina, welcome. Christina does an awesome job, always trying to help us promote the links, promotes what's going on, share things out to you, and doing some mod work for you. So, Christina, thank you for always keeping up on that with us in our chats and all that good stuff on our lives. So, because sometimes it gets crazy. Funko 411, what's up? So, what is going on tonight? Got some cool stuff to talk about. I think we got some soda news to talk about from last week that happened just after, I think, PFO. I think it just happened after PFO, right after that. We also got some other cool stuff that was dropped, some things that happened with NFTs after the last PFO too. So some cool things going on with those as well. So we got a lot of Funko general news happening. Funko Slywolf, what's going on as well too. And then I do have my other special guest. He might be dressed in Eskimo wear or something like that to keep warm. We'll find out. What's going on, John?
Hey, Josh, what's up? How's everybody doing?
Hopefully you guys got all your issues kind of taken care of at least.
Oh, man. It was a day. It was a day.
Don't you love those unexpected days and everything?
Oh, God, yeah. It was terrible. Gerald says Toy Tokyo is selling a San Diego Comic-Con 2023 Anakin Skywalker. Very nice.
Yeah,
good for them.
Yeah. Who else did I see? Oh, I saw Jay Navo had a bunch of Freddy's going up on Saturday night. Some like rare Freddy's and some crazy stuff.
Dude, Cindy, you got the top hit, or you got one of the top hits. Congratulations. You got the clown Jack-in-the-Box cart. That's amazing.
Oh, spoiled it for everyone else. I was waiting for them.
Well, there's still the Devastator. Yeah,
Okay.
there's still a couple hits out there. So
It was only
congratulations.
30 boxes, right, too? 30?
Yeah, it was we're keeping the runs
Oh.
limited. Only 30 boxes. Yeah.
Gone.
I did shave. Honestly, I would have shaved like a week ago, but we've just been so busy. And then finally Joanna just kind of came over at me with a razor and she was like, "Let's do this." And I was like, "You know what? Let's do it. Let's go with it." It feels so good. I feel like a new person. I don't like facial hair.
Clean. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I don't
can't
like
see. I like my facial hair, and Shannon likes it and doesn't ever want me to shave. She said, but I do like to keep it neat and kind of trim. Like if it starts
Yeah.
getting kind of curly, like I have the world, like my beard will start curling actually, like in places, like weird spots and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I don't like when it starts getting that way. Like I like it kind of just right about. So I usually between haircuts trim it down pretty good.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Uh-oh. Cross saved your lip will get
we just got our heat back on, no joke, like 2 hours ago. So it's the house is we were so scared. I'm not gonna lie, like because like we lost power. We're the only ones on our street who lost power. So we ran around the house, and that's why I was a couple extra minutes late jumping on here because we unplugged everything. We are super terrified. I mean, just like of anybody, right? You're super terrified of having any sort of house fire or anything like that. And we didn't know what was wrong with the house. So we just, I mean, most of the house didn't have power anyway, but just to, safeguard and, get our precautions up and everything, we unplugged everything. So the house, it's been interesting, but kudos to the power company. They actually sent somebody over within like an hour of us calling this morning, so that was a blessing.
So we got no mustache, Dave. 10 months a member. Thank you, Dave, for being
10 months. Look at that. Almost a year for Dave. And hello to all the amazing people in here. What's going on, guys?
We had a whole early crew hanging out, and
yeah, thank you so
much.
much.
I was like, I'm starting on time. These people came here to hang out with us. I'm not gonna let them down and start late.
Thank God you shaved. It's so funny. I that's why I was pointing at at my face in the thumbnail for today's video, because I knew a lot of people would be very happy about my lack of facial hair now. So
I mean, what would happen would be you're getting it, like starting to shave it, and then power goes out or something like that. Like you're using like electric.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible too. Yeah,
but half a haircut or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, always crazy. We've had weird issues with like lightning before, coming back from vacation and wondering what's going on. Like things are out, and a lightning bolt hit a tree in our backyard.
Oh, geez.
Hit a tree. Tree roots were near enough to a sprinkler line. It blew up the sprinkler line. So it traveled through, blew it up all the way along, and then sprinkler lines were close enough to cable wire. So it then hit the cable wire and then came into the house and hit anything attached to a cable outlet, pretty much.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Wall or anything like that. So,
and of course the power had to go out. Like Joanna and I were crushing yesterday. Like we got so much work done. It was like 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock, and it had just occurred to me. I was like, oh my gosh, like new episodes of Bad Batch are on. And then sure enough, like 20 minutes later, the power went out. Anyway, so I have not seen the Bad Batch. Please, no spoilers. Some people already messaged us spoilers. So we have promptly put those people in restricted because I just don't want to know. Like I appreciate everybody's excited, but I have not seen it yet. So it's hard. It's hard with the internet right now.
Well, and did they only release a couple episodes, or did they decide to drop it all?
They did 3.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
at one time.
I mean, considering this season is probably like 22, 25. I don't remember the exact episode count, but yeah, it's a good show.
That many episodes?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna go through. I mean, the last episode is premiering on May 3rd, I believe, the day before May the 4th.
I mean, more than usual. But I guess they're shorter episodes too, so
yeah, they're short. I mean,
they're short,
super short.
Yeah, Vince is hanging out with Mickey Mouse. I heard. he might have VIP treatment for Mickey. I don't know.
Grow a beard like a man. I have job limitations, so at the moment I cannot. What's up, Peter? Yeah, I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I always kind of wait till like a few are out. I don't know because I hate waiting. That's why.
I think a good point to wait is wait till the mid-series finale, and then you could crank out like 10 episodes, or like you watch half the season.
So you know what I've been watching lately? I've been finally I finished Letterkenny.
Oh, okay.
It was like mixed for me. Like some episodes were good, some were like back and forth. But I'm watching Shorzy, and I really like Shorzy. I like it better, I think, than Letterkenny.
Oh, okay.
I like Shorzy. I like kind of because it's more about the hockey team, more about what's going on with it, and those kind of things. And I think I like a lot of how. And I think they also started having a better budget when they did Shorzy because they already proved success. So
Right.
I've been watching that.
Yes, Chris. Not for long. So just to give a brief update on us, we have not found a house yet. I know we put in our story yesterday that we were moving, and I understand most people when they say they're moving, it's because they probably already found a house or they have somewhere to go. We don't have anywhere to go. We just know that we have to go. So
your lease is up.
Yeah,
your term is up.
lease is up, and we got to get out of here. So yeah, that's where we're at. Once we get an update, like Joanna and I actually just got off the phone with the realtor right before we hopped on, or right before I hopped on here. So we are neck deep in paperwork and dealing with the VA, which has been fantastic. The realtor we got, she is amazing. She's doing a lot of work for us. So we just have not found. We're still in the early stages of buying a house. So
and do you get to use your VA loan?
Yes.
That's awesome. We haven't used Shannon's yet. So
really,
I had the house before Shannon. So before Shannon and I met, I already had my house. So she moved in. Nice. So next house we'll use that and be able to use all the benefits with that.
Yeah, the benefits are great. We are actually we're still waiting to get approved. We meet all the requirements. We are waiting for the paperwork to go through. So yeah. Cool. Yeah, very excited for that. CrossGod, how was Target Con? Yeah, we had Target Con this week.
So actually, all right. So figured we could talk about Target Con because it happened Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. You guys did a little hunt video with it. You got what you wanted.
Shockingly. I mean, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even have to and Knuckles was even there, which is shocking. A 2022 pop, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
really a 2022 pop.
I've seen both sides. I've seen some people they're so excited, right? Because they weren't able to get this pop, and I think, what did I say in my video? I forget what it was trending at before the restock, like 35.
It wasn't that high. Yeah, it wasn't crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't that crazy. $30 maybe. But there's still some people, like Vince kind of says all the time, there's still a lot of people who won't spend more than $15 on a pop. So they were excited to get it on the restock. I don't think that there's a problem with this restocking because Target is not a real con, number one. And number two, I think they had boxes of these just lying around in Target warehouses. Now, some of them, I know the box foot stamps say 2023. That's not uncommon. Like for a 2022 store exclusive to have the following year's box stamp for the year, So I'm happy for the people who were able to pick it up. For those of you guys who are upset about the value, just keep in mind that this is the only Knuckles. This is it. Only hardcore collectors are going after the OG one. The OG one is ridiculously hard to find. Even if you can find one in box that isn't completely trashed, you're looking at $300 on a good day, probably more. So people are going after this one, and I would bet that once the restock dries up, it'll go back up to its $30 or $32 value, whatever it was trending at. So
yeah, I mean, I could see it going back up a little, like staying down for a while, and then eventually, going back up. Interesting enough, we saw something else restock today. I saw Chester Cheetah, the glow in the dark from Box Lunch. I think his
Really?
crackers might have posted that one.
Oh wow.
And it had a restock. That I don't remember when that came. It seemed like a few years that came out. I don't remember if that's another 2022 one. So, but
Wow.
these ones technically, I mean, we can always say this. Technically, they weren't also vaulted, so it's okay. They come back in stores, or like you said, did they find like, oh, there's like 5,000 of these still left, or maybe they never got in their full order from Funko right away. Maybe
That's what I'm saying.
ordered
Like
a lot.
2022 was still a weird year with shipping and all the delays and everything. So I see Holly said my Target didn't have anything out on the shelves when I went on Sunday, but the associate was so nice to grab stuff from the back. I heard that from a lot of people. The associates were a little stingy putting stuff out.
So I think
Oh,
ours
you
was
got a West Atch's picture of his
yeah,
stuff.
I had to
That was
grab
awesome.
this
That was
because
awesome.
I hate, I don't know, this bugs me so much when they put a pop that can fit in that box into a bigger box just to make more
I
money.
feel like it actually deters sales.
Yeah, it
Like
probably hurts sales, and it also like why they did this with something else
they
recently.
did it with the Deadpool on Horsey, or the
Yeah,
cowboy Deadpool on Horsey. Yeah, it didn't need to be in this giant box, unfortunately. They could have even like put it in a similar box with the blue and green box art with the clouds in the back. Like,
so the only thing we had in our store, I went that night. Later that night, we went grocery shopping after I got home from work, and we went out to eat for my mom's birthday. And then we went after that over to Target, and we are like, well, let's see if they got anything. They didn't have anything, but everything online said they had stuff. I didn't ask. I wasn't going to
yeah,
bother.
so that was the same with us. So we looked on our Target app, and it said everything was in stock.
Yeah.
And it said it was in stock in the Funko area, but it was not in stock in the Funko area. And we even looked around, like a bunch of people commented on our video, like, you should have checked the end caps. You should have went to the electronics section. You should have went to near the checkout. We went everywhere. They didn't have anything.
We did the same. We knew the spots they keep stuff usually, like near the kind of electronic counter kind of area. They usually have a spot. They had other stuff there and some clearance stuff. And then I went to toys even because I know they've kept stuff in toys before when they're overflow. The only thing we saw was a Son Goku, that huge Naruto pop. I didn't realize that thing was a 10-inch pop. I thought it was like 6-inch pop when I first saw it, something like that. That's a big pop. That's definitely a big one. It's a cool one, but it is a little too big. The only thing I wanted was the 2-pack, really. Last Ronin is cool. I might have picked that up. I don't know. I will say I don't really want the Leia. I want the t-shirt.
Yeah, I was looking for the Leia. I know like Josh has helped me out with a different Josh has helped me out with the Leia bundle, and then I think Ryan or somebody is helping us with the Umbreon 10-inch. So yeah, super weird. I mean, we were happy just finding the 2-pack, the Shadow and Amy, because I just could not believe that they actually had them.
I know.
Because our target still never got Thrawn, never got the 332nd Trooper. Like all these newer Target releases, they never came. They never got them.
So speaking of Thrawn, he went on sale for what, $5.99? The Target exclusive.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like I literally just opened him on a video last week, and I was like, now he's $5.99. I'm like,
it happens.
But I feel like I still have enough time where I probably could get a. That's one nice thing about like Target. You could either order it again and return one, or they can do a price match and fix it for you or something like that too. So that is a plus about like Target's really good about those kind of things where other stores might not be, or if you got it online from a smaller retailer and then it went on sale at your Target instead, you couldn't do that. But
yeah.
But it was not I guess not a crazy mess this year. Online seemed pretty easy. It was delayed. So I did get the 2-pack online. I ordered it online first. And I was like, if I stay in the store, maybe I'll cancel or something like that, or keep it for a giveaway or do something else with it. But but I went online and was able to order it, no problem. Like, but it was delayed, not showing up. But I did use some of the pre-links that like Distractor had and stuff like that. Went to my app, got my red card, free shipping, got my 5% off, and all that good stuff. So definitely a plus.
I saw some people like overall, like, what did you think of this? Like, I hate that they use the word con, but what did you think of this little like drop, or like the pops overall?
I think, a lot of people picked up one or two things. And I think that's the plus about this. It isn't something where you need to feel like you have to get everything on the show. I think online too. I wonder how many people did anyone pre-order online to pick up? Did anyone do the pickup online and order it so they could go in? Because mine had that available for several things. And I was thinking about doing that, but I was like, well, then if they're too late on going out and getting it and someone already grabbed something, it's gone, or, those kind of things can happen. So I'm curious about if anyone actually tried that here. I wonder if anyone in the chat tried that out.
I thought it was all right. I thought it was fine for what it is. I think too many larger items. That's right. Let's go Rangers. Too many larger items. I think they should stick to mostly 4-inch pops, because that's what, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what most of us collect,
I think it's okay to have like one comic book cover, one 10-inch pop.
Like that's fine. One
pack,
you can do two packs or whatever. One t-shirt bundle, like that's fine. I do think there should have been a limited piece. I think there should have been like a 10,000 piece something, and then that only certain targets got it, because I think they were just missing that catalyst to get, because there was a lot of people who went out. Obviously we can tell from our community and from our videos and stuff and other people's videos. You can tell that there was a lot of people who went to the stores. I just feel like they were missing that catalyst to get people to go and search and see, like, if they had like something that was like 10,000 pieces or even 15,000 pieces, just something that was like sprinkled. Like not every Target was getting it, but a few were, and you couldn't buy it online. Like you had to go and buy it in the store.
I'm surprised they don't do a Target dog. Like the Target dog, a special Target dog.
I'm okay that they didn't, because they were because they did the one in the Spider-Man shirt, and then there was another one.
Disney,
so
didn't they do the Disney one?
Yeah, I don't want to see them like overdo it.
Isn't that like when you should do it?
No, I know. Yeah, I know. I guess I know, but since they have done they've done a bunch of Bullseye pops now, I feel like I don't want to see him turn into like Freddy or something, where they have like every year it's like Bullseye in a Batman shirt, or Bullseye, in a Stitch costume or something.
Now, they also, I noticed this year, I think they decided they weren't selling that well. Just got rid of the Target Con shirts. Remember? I think they've done it. They've done them for like 2 years, like the separate shirts that said Target Con.
It would be fine if you did like a Bullseye and t-shirt bundle.
Yeah.
But like, the shirt by itself was kind of dumb. Warren says, how did y'all feel about this Target Con versus previous years? I think this was like average.
I don't feel like any different. Like to me, I was only going after really the one thing anyways, but one or two things, pique my interest. I don't see a bunch of stuff piquing my interest, which is okay because it appeals to all different collectors. We saw people that like the WWE. We saw people that had to have the Naruto, Son of Goku. Everyone had their own little thing.
I think they did a good job representing a lot of different themes, a lot of different categories. You had DC, you had Disney, you had WWE, you had Star Wars, you had the anime. So it was good.
You know what? We got Marvel even. We got
Did we get Marvel?
That's
right. Yeah, we got with the Squirrel Girl. That's right.
And we got the Stranger Things. We got Pokemon. We got Stitch, Disney. We got outside of Disney another we got Hello Kitty. Yeah, got about everything, almost like we're maybe missing a couple categories, but we got a lot in the
Yeah. Nate and
literally.
Amanda says last year was better. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this happened, I think, literally after PFO last week. Like literally, we probably got off, and then everyone got the email that your Velmas were canceled from Entertainment Earth, right?
Yeah. A lot of buzz about this. A lot of buzz.
So a lot of people are like, "Is it the end of sodas? Is it the gone?" Like
No,
death
not at
of
all.
sodas is here. All those kind of things. And we've seen this before for Entertainment Earth, especially, the hard thing for Entertainment Earth. I think one of the things they might even just bring this back is if it gets delayed so many quarters as well too. Like they don't want to have it kind of pending out there because
Yeah.
payments aren't going to go through, things aren't going to happen. All these things might happen as well too. Is that much delay? Because this went from like quarter one, I think this year, and then it
Yeah.
turned quarter four, 3 or 4 this year. It was supposed to like then be released. So I think those changes too is like, hey, let's do this because I don't know if anyone anywhere else. This isn't exclusive to entertainment.
No, well, there's certain places that still have this up for grabs. Yeah, it's not a Entertainment Earth, but Ralphie's hasn't canceled their pre-orders yet. So I don't know. So there's been a couple theories running around, and I I think they're gonna make her a con exclusive. I really think that's why they pulled it or they pushed it. Um, there was also another theory going around, which I could actually also see happening, is that there's a now I think this is the theory. I wouldn't even call this a rumor. This is like a theory that there's another Scooby Doo cooler in the works with like Fred, Daphne, Velma, a couple more villains. I could see that because if they're looking at the cooler game, they got to change something up. But if you look at the previous coolers, without a doubt, Scooby Doo was the most popular one. So if they want to get some hype, I think you pull Velma, you know 7,000 piece. I don't know if they even produced her yet, but if they want to get the cooler hype back up, I would drop another Scooby Doo cooler. I would do part 2. They haven't done the rest of the gang. They've only done Scooby and Shaggy, so
Yeah.
it would make sense.
I mean, it would be easy one to do. I think it definitely could be something. You could do Scrappy as well too.
Yeah, that's right. You could do Scrappy.
It's
Yeah,
be dumb with the chase, but you could do Scrappy. You could do Velma, Daphne, Fred.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like there are also other like they did.
They haven't done Captain Cutler as like a soda yet. That'd be cool.
So also, yeah, Captain Cutler, but also this guy is in several different colors, by the way. Like I know we have the chase one, but he's in like 3 or 4 different colors, I think.
Yeah, that's easy. So they could just reuse the mold,
They could reuse the mold and then save them too. So that could be one definitely.
I'm okay that this is not up on Entertainment Earth because I don't know about you guys. I've ordered a lot of stuff from Entertainment Earth that has still not come in. So I don't know why, because some of the stuff I ordered, it said it was in stock. So I don't know why. I don't know why it's taking so long. I like Entertainment Earth. When the stuff does get here, it's usually well packaged and
I mean, for
shape.
Funkos, then they just sell it on the Funko shop too. This one,
Yeah.
like this is not one that you have to worry about selling. It's going to sell or not. I think, especially being at 7,000 pieces, you're not making 25,000 pieces. You're making 7,000 pieces.
So Aussie Pop Paul says, I think sodas are on the back burner for Funko. I don't know. I don't know what's on the front burner. I don't know what's on the back burner. I
think they're reevaluating how they did them, which is smart because they screwed it up.
I would agree I would agree with that, but there's some other things that are leading me to think that they're still trying to promote sodas. And the big thing is the big thing they just kind of announced recently is the fact that we're getting that Webley soda for the Funko Field game with a chase. It's probably going to be like 4,000 pieces again because there's not that many people that can fit at that ballpark. So like, why would they be promoting one of their product lines at like a baseball game like that if they weren't trying to continue that product. You know what I mean?
Right there. There it is. Webley's back.
Yeah,
Webley's
and
back.
it's the
Webley's
same
with
mold, right?
Chase.
Yeah,
With
with the
Chase.
chase. Yeah,
With
with
the
chase
Chase.
is good. It's the same
Chase
mold,
is
right?
first 2,500 fans. Will that be how low? Like this might be a 3,500. This might be like they might have some for online or something like that too. But first 2,500 fans, they might do something where it's a 2,500 piece with a chase. Now that will get people back in the game.
2,500. Honestly, if they kept it at 2,500, that's like a 400 piece chase. That would be insane. That would be good. That'd be really good.
So we are traveling to Washington on June 28th, I guess. No, who's going to Washington? I bet you Slapshotpops will. He'll probably get. He's not
Yeah,
that
maybe
far
I'll
away.
probably go. I know Funko News Canada will be there.
Okay. So you
I
got
would
some
love to
people
go.
pretty.
I would love
I
to
mean,
go.
not that far away from some people on the West Coast. I mean, really.
Yeah, I would love to go to something like this. I would actually love to go to this more than San Diego Comic-Con. Just have a nice day at a ballpark, watch the game, grab a
You could
soda.
yeah, check out Funko HQ. You can
Yeah, exactly.
go do some other things. They got some cool stuff going on.
So I don't
might-
know. I just feel like we all know like Pops are Funko's bread and butter.
Yeah.
If they weren't doing a Webley soda again, I would say like put that in the tally for okay, like sodas aren't working, but this kind of defeats the point
This
because
is a
some people
June. Yeah, this is a ways out too. It's not like next week.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
June.
Yeah.
So they
So
could easily said, "Oh, we're gonna get rid of that and put another. We're gonna do Biddy Pops instead."
oh
of the
god,
game."
yeah, they
You
could have.
know,
They could have
like a
done
little
that. And then
baseball Biddy Pop.
nobody would go for that. Nobody would go for a 2,500 piece Biddy Pops. I'm just telling you right now. Those would be all over the stadium. They would not be desirable. I mean, they're cute. I mean, I'm just saying they don't have the desire, the collectability that sodas still have.
Yeah, but they're great free little giveaway though. Think how cheap they are probably to make compared to a soda even. Like
Yeah,
you
I
could get
actually
a
think
little-
I think they're pumping out too many biddies. I think we need to back off the biddies a little bit. But you know, I'm actually okay with the pace that we're going at for sodas. Like you know, we just got Tails. If we don't get another one for like, well, we just got the Avatar cooler. Like, I think this is a reasonable pace. Like, and I think this is good because it's allowing people to go back and get some other ones that they probably missed, you know, from their collection and everything.
Now, I like this one a lot. I wish I wish they did a little more with the chases. I will say, like, there's only like a couple chases. I'm like really like, oh, I have. But I guess that's good for people too because then you don't have to try to get six soda packs to get the chases. You might be just happy with what you get. You know,
Right.
I think this one because all anime, which Avatar is not an anime, but enough anime related animation, I guess you could say, was like something off. So they had 10% off or whatever, up
Yeah.
to like something off during this time. So it came out for 90, which
I think that's good. You know, I think it's fine. Like $90 if you grab it. What was it for the first 24 hours or first like 2 days or something? It was 90.
yeah. I think it's still how big was the number? Now I don't remember.
It was a little bit on the higher side. I think it was 12.5.
Yeah, man, they get to that $7,000, $8,000 piece count range like Velma was
They have to be realizing this because they have 5 different coolers up for sale right now. Peter Pan, X-Men, Peanuts, Power Rangers, and now Avatar. Like at a certain point, they need to make the coolers more limited. I still think they should keep doing the coolers because I think it's a good product, but they definitely need to cut down the production. So
interesting take is like how it looks a little different, how the soda print is on it.
yeah, I heard that.
Cost savings, you think? Maybe.
I don't know. Oh, Gus needs all the chases. Please hit me up if you have extra. All right, there you go.
I mean, that set is great for any Avatar collector.
Yeah.
They look good. The molds look great. I just wish the chases were just a little like different. Like if they added a little more to the chases.
Like if
Plus,
they're all black.
yeah. I mean, I feel like if they were all just blacklight, that would be perfect. But I feel like they copped out with like 3 glow, 3 glow, one metallic, and then one with like a different hand.
Yeah,
And then the other one that's totally
change.
Yeah. Like there's really like one. Now the avatar looks good with the glow. I think that's okay. You don't change it too much, but I feel like they could have done some more with some of the other characters. I don't know.
I agree.
And I think that's what will hurt them, because if they did really awesome chases, like they did with Scooby Doo, great example. They did a lot of great chases with Scooby Doo, especially like things like Scooby Dum was for Scooby Doo, and totally different mold. People went after those like crazy because they needed all the chases. They needed all the chases,
and that's why I think there could be something to this like little rumor mill or this little theory going around Velma, because if I'm at Funko and I'm sitting at the drawing board and going, hey guys, we got 5 coolers up on the website right now. Like when you drop a new cooler, like I don't know, like you should see like a cooler sell out, right? Like one, if you have like 3 on the site, like you should see one sell out hopefully before the next one comes on. So you see that natural like cycle of product flow, and they're not seeing it. So I'm still shocked. I know Vince was right. He's probably laughing at me right now, but he was so right on the X-Men cooler. I still think the X-Men cooler is fire.
I think at least 2 of the chases are completely different molds.
Yeah.
Like I think that's great. I think having enough of that really helps something like that. Like where especially one of the characters is probably the most wanted, Wolverine. Right. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Wolverine sells. It's crazy. Like Wolverine will sell for like $20, but people, the common Wolverine will sell for great money. But people would rather shell out $20 to get the Wolverine by itself than shell out like
$50 for the cooler.
Yeah, 50, 80, or $100 for the cooler. So if I'm Funko, I'm looking at the drawing board, and yeah, I'm coming up with another Scooby-Doo cooler. Surbass says, agree on the lower piece count would have increased the hype, but there's no saving the Power Rangers with those chases. I think, unfortunately, you kind of have another situation where people want the commons. So if it goes 50% off, people will grab it because they want the commons. I mean, that's the boat we're in. We want the commons. We don't really care about the chases. So, and that's not a good sign. Like you should have sodas with very desirable chases. So, yeah. I wish Funko was shipped to Canada as well. Definitely a bummer. Hopefully one of these years.
It has to be all about licensing stuff. Like cross lines and stuff like that. All about the licensing stuff. That's usually.
But the one cooler that surprises me and is Peanuts. Peanuts is like very desirable right now on the aftermarket, commons and chases. Now they did a great job with all the sodas. I think that with some of these coolers, unfortunately, there's just people who are not shelling out $100. They're just.
I think that's the thing. People want 1 or 2 things, and that's the hard thing with a cooler. Good thing with someone that wants to go after all the chases, you could sell the commons and get your money back.
Yeah.
I will say, like because people will have. I just want that one character. I'm not going to buy a whole cooler when I just want a Wolverine, or I want a Magneto, I want a Gambit, or I want a Charlie Brown or whatever like that. They're not going to buy the whole cooler if that's all they want. They want 1 or 2 from that line. So that's always a plus too. Is like if you do end up going after them and going crazy kind of on buying them, I don't think for the most part you'll have trouble selling them. even in getting probably at least almost your money back, and then you keep the chases, so you're not paying out the chases. But these
Yeah.
chase for X-Men right now, I think PVG on most of those chases are like 75, 60 to $80 at least,
Right.
somewhere in there.
I
So
wonder if Funko would have more success going about it a different way. Like, let's say, because the cooler in the sodas is $90 when they first drop it. They've done it for the last like 3 or 4, right?
yeah,
So let's say they have a new cooler. Let's say they're doing a Avengers cooler is next, and they're like, hey, we've got, I don't know, 10,000 Avengers coolers that we want to sell. What I would do is I would say, all right, because I wonder if a different strategy would just get consumers a little bit, and just say, hey, for your 6 Avengers, instead of selling it in the cooler, we make all the sodas the same piece count, 10,000 piece, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, whichever ones you want to put in there, and you sell them individually. You sell them individually on the website, and you say, if you buy all 6, we will give you the cooler for free, because you know there are certain people that are only going to buy specific ones.
yeah,
So now if you buy all 6, let's just say all 6 are $15. That's still $90. So Funko still gets the $90. That those people who want the cooler get the cooler. And then you see which characters, like, eventually, like, a character is going to sell out first. So then, like, once that's over, I would tell Funko, like, okay, that's it. Like, nobody else can get one of those coolers, or then they can use the rest of them as like giveaways, which would be fine because you technically just gave it away anyway as like a gift with purchase, you know? So
yeah.
that way, like, people aren't forced to get it, but Funko is still getting the same money, you know, because I would go in and be like, all right, I'm going to buy all 6. Or then you're going to have other people that are going to be like, you know what? I just want the Iron Man. I'm going to buy 5 Iron Mans, and that's it. I don't care about the cooler. So I don't know if they could go about it differently, and they're still making their money technically, you
Yeah.
know? So I don't know. Just something different.
You know what? It would be actually perfect for them. You know, they're putting them on sale early, and people are like, "Well, that defeats the purpose," because then people, they already know they're a little cheaper. What if you go way cheaper? What if you say you have 2 hours to buy this for $60 or something like that, like crazy? Would they
I would
sell
do it.
even more by doing that than waiting and having them sit in their warehouse for 6 months by doing these like small sales every month or two and saying, "Oh, we'll
I mean,
drop them by
they could
75 or
do that.
60." Imagine if you did that though for 2 hours, and after that 2 hours, it's going to go back up to that price. It's
Yeah.
going to go, and you got that 2 hours. Would that be, would that be any better?
I think they should do that. Like, get more foot traffic, because that would make people, like, they got to do some stuff to make people go, I got to stop what I'm doing right now, and I got to go on this website, and I got to buy this item for my collection. So if they do like a crazy price initiative for the first couple hours, like, I think that's a great idea. Slywolf says, I wonder if they would be able to guarantee a chase that way. No, I would not guarantee a chase. I think that would have to be the trade-off. Like, if I was to buy 6 of the characters individually, then I would flat out say, like, no guarantee chase. We're going to try something different, you know? And you just play the odds, which I'm starting to wonder if the guaranteed chase is actually hurting the process here, because
I think a little bit because you're only guaranteed one chase. Where
you're
I could go
guaranteed.
and buy 6 different sodas, and I could maybe get no chases, but
Yeah.
also can get 3 chases.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't guarantee one chase. I honestly think they should just, like, if there was a way, mix up all the sodas, you know, because then you could find a case with potentially 6 chases. You could get a case with no chases. That's just the gamble you take. But when it comes to sodas, people kind of want the gamble. Like, people want that little adrenaline rush. That's why we get so excited when we open the cans, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. They got to do something different. So CrossGod says Heavy Metal Halloween Funko boxes are still up, and that tells you something, and still at full price. I actually think that's a good thing. Now, hear me out on some of the items that are still up. The only way that you can get to a company by saying widely as the masses, as consumers, as fans of whatever product or collectible that you're, collecting, right? Is with your wallet. If we're all buying a product and it sells out, well, that just proves that there's a lot of demand and people want them. If people aren't buying them, then the demand is low, and it could be because those characters aren't popular, or the manner in which the collectible has been put together, i.e. the Fright Night boxes, or whatever they're called, the Heavy Metal Halloween boxes. Like, those sodas didn't have chases, the Freddies were not super limited, and the boxes were packed in a way that most of the items had some, if not significant, damage. Those three things right there. Oh, and the fact that only one of the mascots had a chance at the 500 piece items. So for all those reasons, like, that should tell Funko, like, you need to do something different. And the only way they're going to do something different to appease us as the collectors, as the consumers, is for us to say, nope, I'm voting with my wallet, and I'm not buying that Funko. I'm going to buy this because this is working. That's not working. So
this was a weird one that popped up this week. ComFest exclusives, but most of these are already out somewhere. So, like, it's just a sticker. Like, the majority of these pops, right? Like, the Kermit is already out at Hot Topic, right? The Pooh is a Hot Topic one.
Yeah, what's up with that? And then I thought the Sonic here was a AAA anime.
Yeah, AAA anime. Like, what's up with this? Like, does anyone know why? Where is ComFest? First of all, I don't know where it's at.
I've never heard of it.
Is it overseas or something like that? And then that's why, because it's
yeah, that's weird.
Being special edition.
Oh, Randy says this is in Kuwait.
Kuwait, okay. But isn't that weird? It's like, oh, here's these with a sticker, but
if it's in another country, that makes sense because they don't
overseas, so they won't get the special edition. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, if it's overseas, it's a completely different ball game. So,
but just be careful if you guys see these come out.
It's like the pop culture thing.
Try to sell stickers, like, oh, these are special stickered ones. All these are out other places.
And Kelsey, yes, I agree. I think knowing the chase upon opening the case definitely hurts, especially with the recent cases where the chase is in that same spot. So, I don't ever buy a sealed soda on the aftermarket from any case because it's going to be a common, because if people know where the chases are, it's the same thing with, like, people do case breaks. I saw people doing case breaks with the new Avatar soda, or Avatar cooler. Like, they know exactly where the chase is, most likely, unless Funko messed up. So yeah, I think knowing that there's one guarantee chase definitely hurts it. So already have Kermit on your shelf. Nice. Kermit's a beautiful pop. I love that.
So this was a interesting. So did you see Funmaker Mike's video?
I did. He's definitely teasing something.
Will it be? All right, so it said on, I think, one of the posts, it was like the first 110 people or some crazy low number.
Yeah, I want to go and watch the bloodbath that's going to happen with those people fighting over whatever that item is. Yeah, it's something crazy limited.
You remember how crazy it was already at Funko Hollywood when they did stuff? I remember for a while the lines, the craziness.
Yeah.
This poor Bob's Big Boy is in for it too. I don't think they know what they got in for when people show up. They better have a lot of security in place.
Yeah.
Some great things like that. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how they play out.
It's gonna be Big Girl. They're gonna pull a 180. They're gonna bring out a female version of Big Boy, Big Girl.
Be Bobby, because Bobby could be a girl. Bobby, Big Boy,
yeah,
Big Girl Burbank.
I just think I hope it's not like another because I don't know what else they could do with Big Boy, because they've done they've done so many pops of him. They did the NFTs. They did.
I think it'll be like a retro special wobbler, like
Yeah.
for the exclusive, because that's the original wobbler, right? That's how they got started. That's how they got into it. It's
That'd
great.
be cool if they did like an updated throwback wobbler with like 100-piece sticker or something. Like that would go crazy on the aftermarket.
I mean, I think it's cool for the wobbler collectors because I mean, we did finally get one this year with Fun on the Run,
and there's still quite a few wobbler collectors out there, and those collections are ridiculously valuable. So
and some of those like limited pieces ones are insane. Like, there's some Freddies that are out there that are so crazy. A bunch of other ones that are definitely pretty insane. But
yeah, they were making like with the wobblers, it was like the norm was like 24 pieces, like for years. And then like they upped it. Can you imagine the uproar from like the 50 people that were collecting them? Like, are you kidding me? They're doing 112 pieces? Like, what is this? Like, triple digits? Are we kidding right now?
All right, so here I found the post. It says first 150 visitors to line up each day will get a prize. Visitors cannot line up before 6:30 a.m. and no overnight camping.
They're already lined up. They're lined up.
Yeah, they're already camping for the 28th. It's already set. You know, but yeah, 6:30, and they're gonna start at 10:30. So 3 hours, 4 hours. You're waiting for 150 visitors. Watch you get like a pin or something. Oh, yeah. Here's your pin. Here's your sticker. Your Bob Zigboy Funko sticker. Here you go. Limited edition 150 pin.
Yeah, Jonathan, I'm right there with you. Better tease a 3-liter Freddy so I can pull that common. That would be that box could hold a 3-liter soda if it was diagonal. I could see that.
Well, it's funny. He opens it and nothing in it. Actually, it just had a light.
Yeah, just a light. Yeah,
they wanted the effect of it. But who are these two other guys? Do we know who they are? So what's Funmaker Mike? Are they like people that usually hang out with him and open stuff?
You don't recognize them? You don't know who they are?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know who they are.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, are they people that normally are like doing stuff with him and on his own channel?
He probably just grabbed them like 10 minutes before.
Or are these going to be the new some new social media people for
I hope it's something amazing. I hope it's something like even if it's like an all gold big boy.
That's what I'm thinking, like something crazy like that.
Something like stupid, but it's like so limited that people have to have it. Like the blonde was the mail delivery guy. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was.
They need to get another soda, maybe another soda. I don't know.
No, they already did the big boy, and then they already did the Freddy big boy. Yeah, they're good on sodas. I don't know.
It's literally going to be this mold, all gold, or maybe black light. We haven't got a black light Bob's Big Boy yet. We haven't got a black light one.
I hope it's not. No, I have a feeling it's going to be all gold if I had to guess. So, Funko 411. I met the guy to his left at NYCC. They definitely work for Funko, but not sure what their roles are. Their roles are to keep secrets, apparently.
Yeah. Hang out with Funmaker Mike. I mean,
yeah. It's just me or what? A couple of minutes ago said, I bought a Peter Pan cooler. Poggin, the Captain Hook, said I found the chase, but it was a common. Contacted Funko. They told me no guarantee of a chase. They did nothing for me. Wow. Messed up. I'm so sorry about that.
They used to at least refund you a cost of a soda. Like, I know it's not much sometimes, like one soda, but
I will tell you. I agree with that, Josh. I will tell you this. It's me or what? I will put this live on air. If that ever happens to us with the cooler, if we have an issue, and I'm not saying like it's justified because we have a channel or anything, but if we ever get a cooler on camera that does not have a chase or does not have a corresponding pog and it's an error cooler, and then Funko support does not jump in and help us, that's it. I won't buy any coolers anymore. I'll be like, I'm not buying a cooler until I get my pog. And even worse, if Funko support does help us just because we have a channel or like we have a recognizable name and they don't help like everybody else, like regular customers and collectors of the community, like that's messed up too. So they need to step up their Funko support, man. That's the second time I've heard of that happening, and it makes me very upset. So I'm really sorry that you did not get your Captain Hook chase. That's definitely a bummer. Yeah, they got to fix that. They got to fix that. And Funko told me that I got the wrong Pog. Well, if there was no other chase in the case, I'm just saying.
You know what?
99.9% of every single cooler has a chase. So you can't tell me that they're not guaranteed to have one chase. So could be a cooler in that box. That's right, Chris. There could definitely be a cooler in there.
Oh, it's funny. Like the soda boxes, at least the older here one, I got one. They do say with chase.
With chase, yeah.
With chase. So the boxes like this do. Now I don't think I have a soda cooler box, do I? Oh, I might actually. Let me see what it says. I'm curious if it says anything. All right. Does not say with chase. It says Scooby-Doo bag 6 pieces per case.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Like, I wonder if
I've only heard of it happening with the Peanuts cooler and now the Peter Pan cooler. So yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I will say they never have been able to do Pog support at all or anything.
Well, so there's a difference here. Like the Winnie the Pooh soda, you two, like that stinks. I'm so sorry that you got a chase with no Pog. Better to have the figure with no Pog, in my opinion, than having the Pog and no chase figure. Still sucks either way to not have the combination. But the Winnie the Pooh is not a Funko Shop exclusive. Anything that's a Funko Shop exclusive, the Funko Shop should take responsibility for. And if you are given something that's not correct or has some sort of error, and it's immediately after you purchase it, it's not like, the Scooby-Doo cooler. Like if you were to go back now and like 2 years later and be like, hey, my Shaggy had the wrong Pog. Like, can you do it? Can you help me out? Then I would be like, no, because the timetable statute of limitations has already passed. But if you had ordered something like 2 weeks ago or a week, you just got it in the mail, the tracking number proves that it was delivered that day or the next day or whatever, Funko have stated no guarantee. They should have stated no. Does it say no guaranteed chase anymore in the description?
I think on the coolers it does.
Actually. Yeah.
I think on the new coolers. But speaking of Big Boy, the whole NFT set Big Boy thing happened. But there is also this Bitty Pop with the burger. They had the little Bitty Pop.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be a new Bitty Pop with the burger.
So it says on the cooler that chase variants are shipped at random. We cannot accept requests for specific chase characters. And this is on the Avatar cooler. It doesn't say. Well, it says there's a 1 in 6 chance you may find a chase variant.
May. That's where they get you. May.
That's kind of
the legal jargon, so they don't have.
Yeah, no, I deal. There's a lot of legal jargon in my line of work, and that we specifically live on words like shall, should, shouldn't, may, stuff like that. I hate those words. Like, just say what it is. Like, you're a toy company. you're a collectible company. You're a toy company. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh, may or may not. It's like, no, should it have a chase or should it not have a chase? What am I buying? It should be very straightforward. Like,
now I do want to see one person get lucky enough to open a case and they're all chases. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be like, there should be like the lottery kind of card. Like there is something where you get it and everyone is a chase. Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be great. Yeah.
There'd be 6 other people that don't get it.
But that would.
But one person gets all 6 chases.
So that would back up the statement at the bottom where it says chase variants are shipped at random.
Yeah.
Like that's what it should be. It should be at random so that some cases could get 5 or 6 chases while others get 0 or 1 or 2. Like that's what it should be. And that would be so exciting. They would sell so many more coolers just for the fact that you could get a chase or you could get a case of 6 chases. And like, you know, at the end of the day, if you were not even like a collector and you were just like, you know what, I'm going to make some money. I'm going to buy some of these cases and I'm going to try my luck. And, you know, even if like, let's say that cooler is like super hot, you know, then, you know, I can take all these sodas and flip them all and triple my money or quadruple my money, you know?
Yeah. I think, you know, we'll see how these goes. We haven't seen any other soda cooler leaks at this point.
Right? No, Avatar was it. Avatar was the last one for
a while. Standing leak for soda coolers for now. So we'll see. What's the other?
It's okay if we don't get another cooler for a while. Like let some of these sell out. The only one I haven't seen get put on sale is the Peanuts one. So that kind of leads me to believe that the Peanuts one is actually selling pretty well. Based on the sales on the aftermarket, it's definitely looking pretty good. So
we did see our first out of can look. I guess it was on Macari. Someone was already selling it.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Well, I mean, remember when the Vampire Freddy's all hit Macari? So
true.
How does that happen? Hey, we can't see the other side of the Pog. Maybe this one's an AP. Maybe we don't know. Maybe
oh my God! Don't get me started with the APs.
But it's kind of cool. C2E2 is a new thing. It's like the only thing on, you know, we got kind of a middle now, a middle one, but it's Funko Hollywood shop C2E2 store. Isn't that interesting? Like, oh, you can shop the Funko Hollywood store and get it. Like it's not you know, Funko Everett and then they got C2E2. So they're going to have all the same exclusives, you think, at the con and are they only going to have one sticker, you think, this time too?
I think they should have one sticker moving forward, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with that. Like if they have a limited stock of the new exclusives at Everett and Hollywood, West Coast gets all the best stuff. So I guess that just kind of craps on us East Coast people again. But I mean, it's only 13,000 pieces. So if they had like 10,000 at the con and then 3,000 split up between the two stores, it's just to get people to line up, right? Like they want to drop some stuff to get people to line up at the stores. So, I mean, if they only had like 1,500 of these at each store, I would line up and try to get one.
I wonder how their stores are doing too. I know Funko Hollywood's been having several kind of guest celebrity signings of Funko Pops and things like that. It seems recently, like kind of announced. Funko Hollywood has to be the most ridiculous rent because at least the other building is like their headquarters too, and like but Funko Hollywood is like a storefront. So if it's not doing well, you're not paying the rent, kind of thing.
I have noticed, and you guys can back us up in the chat here. I have noticed a surprisingly like large interest this year in signed pops. There's a lot more people like requesting signed pops from us. I feel like people
getting are so full in force that people can get them. And you know, still I think, you know, one of the things that does help Funko keep them in business actually is creating characters that people then can go get signed.
Yeah, I've just noticed it seems like there's a lot of people chasing autographs right now, like, you know, on auctions and in the aftermarket. I'm seeing a lot of mystery boxes with autograph as like the top hit. Seeing a lot more like authentication services like pop up, which is good, you know, because nobody wants an unauthenticated autograph pop. I will tell you that. If it is unauthenticated, it basically could be, you know, your mom scribbling on there. Like nobody trusts an unauthenticated autograph pop.
Yeah.
What does the Jiminy Chase look like? I don't know if I'm allowed to show this. Is that person here? I actually have a picture of the Chase. I need to make sure if I can show this. Mr. Brightside says, "Yep, I'm the only one collecting signed Star Trek pops." Nice, very nice. Yeah, Monthly Pop started an authenticated service. Yeah, he did Moss.
I know we've had one for a while here that does some of the smaller cons and does things like Spooky Empire. Like they do Spooky Empires here. They've done our like Orlando PopCon event where they had a couple anime people. They've done like some of the different ones that are kind of in Florida and done around.
So there's the Chase. It's got the like star on his chest there. Seems like they just swapped the one arm.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's gonna be on the like the more, let's see, 13,500 pieces.
Still a little high.
What is that, like a 2,300 piece Chase or something?
Something like that.
Let me see. 13,500. I mean, yeah, it's still a little high, but it is a common. Oh, look at that. I did that right off the dome. 2,250. How about that? I said 2,300. Nice. Look at that. Probably will be 2,300 because they always round up. Pipsqueak had a great comment that I wanted to highlight here. I'm not sure what sodas we may get this year, but I was really hoping for a Michael Keaton Batman. We also need a Christian Bale Batman for the Joker we have. Yeah, dude, that is insanely accurate. Yeah, we never got a Christian Bale Dark Knight. And Michael Keaton, man, there is always a huge audience for Michael Keaton Batman stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we've gotten Adam West. I mean, you would think that we would get Christian Bale or Michael Keaton before Mr. West. No disrespect to him, but I just feel like there's a bigger market for those two Batmans, even though, you know, Adam West is great. You know, classic Batman right there. Pop Analyst says, I prefer getting autographs in person. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. But it also seems like now that we're post-pandemic, a lot of celebrities are traveling to a lot of events again. So,
yeah, I think a lot of people like to get them in person. I think one of the problems that makes it hard, though, is, I mean, it is a whole experience. So it is like you're in line for hours kind of thing, or you're paying major bucks. One of the two. Like you're paying major bucks for the VIP pass to whatever con event you're happening, or you're getting or you're sitting in line for 3 hours, which is a part of the whole experience as well too. It gives you a story behind it. I think it's more meaningful when you can get
no, for sure. And even if you have that like 30 seconds of interaction or 2 minutes or whatever brief, you know, time window you get with that celebrity, like that is an experience. You know, if I met somebody, like if I met Ewan McGregor or something, oh my gosh, like that would be an experience I treasure for the rest of my life, you know? So Joanna and I are just not in, we don't have the capacity to wait in line and do all that. So
it is well, or I mean, you can get.
I know you can do the reserve, like you can do the reserve time slot, right? Where
it's still you're waiting. Though,
you're still
no
waiting.
Matter what. Yeah, it doesn't like it's not like yeah, that's it. You're
yeah.
I will show you something that you might like. Let's see if I can
find it. Jonathan, I would rather be skipping around the con with you and Joanna as well. I like exploring. We like walking around. We don't like waiting in lines. I have to wait in traffic every single morning and afternoon, just like probably most people in here. Like, I just can't do lines. In news, did you hear Poppin Box is coming back? I did see that, actually.
It's the weird kind of, well, it doesn't mean it, but you know what? They never felt like they were just going away from. It felt like they were going away from selling pops. It's like it's a shipping. It was like multiple of companies that work.
Yeah, like a conglomerate of some kind.
Yeah, because they had other stuff. They sold weird things too, like
Yeah.
uh,
Cross God, yes. Tentatively, the plan is for us to go to Niagara Falls Comic Con again this year. I am a little bit hesitant because we may pull the plug last minute if our move doesn't go as planned, or if it doesn't go smooth, and if we end up not finding a house, or if we're in limbo and are closing on a house, a couple weeks after our projected date, we might not end up going, but we're hoping to go. So it's I'd say we're like 75-80% going.
so this is our friend and her daughter. They got to meet them. It was her 18th birthday, so it was during MegaCon. They went and did that.
That's so cool. See, like that's a moment you will
They did
live
a photo. They didn't do any signing. They didn't want autographs.
That's fine.
A photo.
That's fine. I would do a photo and a firm handshake that turns into a bro hug.
They also went to they got to go to on Sunday. I was jealous. I wish I had off on the Sunday to go with them because they went to 2 panels. They went to the Clone Wars panel.
Okay.
And Ashley Eckstein was there, and she gave out a special poster. She did a special print poster for everyone there. And then also they went to the Stranger Things panel. So
nice.
That was pretty cool. So I was jealous that they got to do those.
Randy says actor who played Sabine and Ahsoka is coming near me in April. I got Ming-Na Wen and Giancarlo Esposito there a month or so ago. Man, that's awesome. Nice. What was her name again? The actress who played Sabine? I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that's pretty cool. She looks like Sabine. They did a really good job of finding somebody who looks like, as much as you can look like an animated counterpart. They did a good job. Never wash your hands. Yeah, exactly. Never washing these hands again. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, if you're going to get an autograph, yeah, you got to get it in person. But then again, there's a lot of people who don't go to cons because they don't want to wait in lines, or cons are very expensive.
Very expensive.
So even if on top of that, you gotta travel to the con, you gotta pay the ticket to get in. You might have to pay for a hotel, parking,
hotel, food. Food is crazy at a con.
Food is crazy. So
sodas are like $8.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I can completely understand people just wanting to either pay other people to get an autograph pop, or you just buy it somewhere on the aftermarket. I completely understand that too. So I saw Giancarlo Esposito, he was at Niagara Falls Comic Con last year, but he was actually one of the people. He had a massive line. It was insane. Oh, and you have Tamara Morrison. Seems like Tamara Morrison does a lot of the Australia events. Yeah, from what I've seen or heard about.
So these are cool. Done a lot of stuff. Yeah, these are really cool. I think I love the unique Pokemon ones and
Natasha, that's right. I knew it started with an N. Natasha, I think it's Natasha Lee Borduzo.
I think it would be really cool if Pokemon was smart and they kind of coordinated with Pokemon Go and what's coming out and what's going on, when they're stuff and doing some of that kind of thing as well too. But I mean, you're talking about pops that sell out every time. Those Pokemon Center pops.
Oh yeah,
metallic ones in that. What, 2 minutes? Literally they're gone, and you can only buy 2. It's not like you can buy 100 or something like that. Those ones, we want to talk about sellouts. Crush's Funko shop right there. Those kind of things.
Well, there's a heavy demand. I mean, there's so many people that collect Pokemon, and I would venture to say that there's a lot of people who collect Pokemon cards, and they also scoop up some of the pops, even if they only scoop up one of their favorite character or 2 or 3, they're still buying them. So
yeah, a lot of these will sell out too,
and the flocked ones, whenever they do a variant, metallic flocked, Have they done a glow yet for Pokemon? I don't know. They've done. I know they've done Flocked and Metallic, and those are heavily desired ones.
Luckily, no Blacklight. Yeah.
But you know what? The Pokemon characters, like, they translate very well.
Oh,
They
yeah.
look good. Like,
They
they
look
look
good.
really good.
I love the big ones, actually. Like, they look good out, like the 10 inches.
Yeah.
Jack has several of them, and they look.
And the
really
10-inch ones, they actually, some of them have appreciated very well. I mean, it's going to cost you $58 and change to ship it, but they appreciate very well. I'm surprised they haven't done like a glow Pikachu or something.
Or
Pokemon sodas. That would be interesting. That would be, I don't know how they would do that, but it'd be very interesting.
I could see them doing Pokemon biddies. I will say that.
Oh yeah. Pokemon biddies.
Coming.
If I had to venture, I'd put $50 down saying we will get Pokemon biddies within the next 2 years.
Yeah. Pokemon biddies is the easy one. Now, if they can get the rest of Nintendo line up, Funko would be crushing some stuff. So.
Actually, if Funko, Serbas just gave me a good idea. If Funko wanted to crush it, like they're doing it with the anime pops, where they have like the very desired chases, they should do Pokemon chases where they drop them on the Funko shop. You do some obscure character, and then you give it like a flock chase or a metallic.
Oh no, the shiny. Have you ever seen Pokemon shiny?
Yeah, or give it a shiny.
Some shinies are awesome looking.
Those would sell out. Everybody would be trying to get those chases. If you
could
get
all the Eevee evolutions and do the shiny.
Yeah,
you could do that's a soda cooler right there. Eevee evolution, shiny.
Exactly. Yeah, if they drop Pokemon NFTs, I would not be surprised if those aren't in the works as well.
I wonder if they would be dropping them though, or like Pokemon themselves.
Pokemon shop or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jacob, I believe you. I 100% agree with that. They would sell out for sure.
Wizards of the Coast or something.
Speaking of biddies, finally completed my Parks and Rec set just in time for Funko to release a biddy set of those. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right, dude. Okay, so Dave, I'm gonna shout out
Andy.
He got both.
Andy.
He got both. Wow. Johnny Karate and Mouse Rat Andy Dwyer. I fell out of my chair when I saw that picture come through. Congratulations again, man. That is truly epic, truly special. Those are two legendary pops. That's crazy. I don't know how you found the Johnny Karate, but that's insane.
I mean, recently, I would say the only time you can find them is when people get them in who is it? The Fugitive Toys box, their big box.
Yeah.
Every year, I feel like they sometimes have a couple of them. Like somehow they got like 4 cases of them hidden away, and they drop one every year. So
there we go. Followed Slapshotpops advice. Hunt down a few grails during the downtime. See, that's why like sometimes having some downtime or some slow periods in between drops, it's good. It's exciting.
What's going on, K-Dog and Fish?
What's up, guys? How are you?
So, we did get NFTs this week.
Yeah, and these were surprisingly pretty popular, at least from our community.
I think they look good. I mean, I think they look good. I wasn't going after them because it's not really one I wanted. I was like taking a break on like going after a crazy amount of NFTs. This one wasn't. I know it's coming next month, so I'm holding my next month.
Star Wars, baby. Star Wars. I mean,
with Star Wars and Transformers.
Whoa, you're screwed, right? Because you collect all these things, right?
Yeah, I mean Star Trek I don't go after as much, but I think that's really cool that they're bringing Next Generation back. That's awesome. But Transformers and Star Wars is definitely going to be the hard one. Definitely some craziness.
Yeah, I gotta go mow some lawns or something, make some extra cash.
But these did look good. I think they looked like they did a good job on these. The molds of the pops, the packs, of course, we knew there's going to be leftover packs until they hit Star Wars. unless they do like way too many.
They're gonna do like 100,000 packs. It's gonna be insane. It might still sell out because it's the first Star Wars one,
Yeah.
but I'm dying. I'm just dying for the reveal of the glam, yeah, of the redeemables. Like, let's go.
And I know, like Mr. Brightside, big Star Trek collector. I think
Yeah,
Next Generation, they really like those pops, man. They could. I was always surprised that Star Trek pops never hit high value. Like they're hard to find. They're not easy to get. And I don't know. I grew up watching it. Maybe I grew up watching it with my dad, like after school or whatever, after he got home from work. Next Generation was on, those kind of things. I remember growing up watching, reruns of the original Star Treks and things like that. But I did anyone else get packs here? We saw Monster Redemption.
We passed on these, and I was not really excited about this Freddy just because they've already made a bunch of basketball Freddys. So
yeah, I think these were these. It's just I'm not a Space Jam collector. I enjoyed Space Jam as a movie. We got like you said, basketball Freddy. Not like a Freddy that's like the super one I want, but I will say Lola Bunnies. A lot of people are excited for. I think the Grail, of course, a lot of people are excited for.
I'm glad they didn't do another Bugs Bunny Freddy because we definitely didn't need that. But I think it looks cool. I mean, the whole wave actually looks really good in like the black and green style boxes. So I think that's gonna make the pops look extra cool in person. So
now we just have to predict what's next with these. So that's a crazy thing.
I have had so many people message us about like predictions for the Star Wars NFTs. Are they going to be prequel? Is it going to be sequel? Is it going to be original trilogy? Is it going to be Mandalorian? Is it going to be Ahsoka? Is it going to be, side characters? I don't know.
Find it interesting they're just saying Star Wars. So I'm thinking
it's about as generic as it gets.
I know, but I think because they're not narrowing it down, I think it'll be a lot of like original trilogy.
Yeah, original trilogy is safe. It's easy to sell.
I mean, it's going to be hard though to get something.
That's my fear. That's my fear because they've done so many Lukes. You've done every version of Chewbacca. You've done Flock Chewbacca. You've done Chewbacca Freddy. So many Vaders. I don't even know what you could do else with Leia or Han. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you could do. Like, you've done them in rides. They've done different eras of, Luke, Leia, and Han. I don't know what they could do. So I'm super hoping. I hope it's like Clone Wars. I think if I had to vote, I really want it to be Clone Wars. So
I think it would be awesome if they did
Clone Wars. Give us some freaking troopers that we've never gotten before. Give us some clone commanders that nobody has ever heard of. I want everybody in the Funko community looking up who the heck Clone Commander Wolf is. Like, I want people seeing the names and not knowing who they are. That's what I want. I want everybody and their mother trying to figure out how to spell Asajj, looking up on Google, like, who is that? What is that name? Like, I don't know. Give us something that's going to make everybody flip out. If Funko was smart, they would make Bad Batch. I don't know, like, because they've already done Bad Batch pops. They've done them without their helmets. I don't know what they could do unless they do like other characters we saw in the Bad Batch. But I don't think Bad Batch makes enough of an impact on collectors to draw in a lot of people to buy packs. Because Bad Batch is a very small part of Star Wars.
We're gonna get weird creatures from Star Wars. We're gonna get Salacious Crumb.
Oh god! I thought you were gonna say like weird big creatures. Like we're gonna get like actual like some of the big like big monsters and stuff we've seen.
Just weird things. I will say there, we all want one thing from Rebels. One character.
Oh
that
yeah,
we care
yeah.
about.
Bendu. Yeah, everybody wants Bendu.
Bendu would be.
Yeah.
I think if they did stuff like that, that would be awesome.
I want a Purgle. I want a giant space whale that can go into hyperspace. Just give me a Purgle pop. Probably the only one that buys.
Yeah, we need just all the weird creatures from.
Yeah,
I think that's the way to go. Like weird creatures to Star Wars. I think.
Yeah. Would love to see the NFT Grail be as Freddy as a split damage mask Anakin / Vader from Obi-Wan. That would be cool. I think I've seen a lot of people say they want like some kind of Freddy as Darth Vader. Never gotten Freddy as Darth Vader, so that is probably.
I mean, I think you're gonna probably get that because you just got the soda. I mean,
we got the soda and we got Freddy as Anakin last year, so yeah.
Low Cat see that happen. Low Cat would be awesome. Loaf Wolf. Loaf Cat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know,
that would be the only Freddy that would be acceptable. I think other than that, like, I don't know. They've done a lot of Star Wars Freddys in the last couple of years. I personally don't want them to do another Star Wars Freddy because I'm still chasing a few of them. So, yeah, it's probably a lock.
George,
that would be very cool, Chase Chaser. I would love that. A George.
I would go after that.
You know, it's kind of crazy too. Like we've never gotten a George Lucas pop. Like we've gotten a million Stan Lees, but we've never gotten George Lucas. That would be really cool. I don't know if that would get people hyped. Like the majority of collectors, I would be hyped. I'm sure some of you guys would be excited, but I don't know if that would get people to be like, I need to buy all these packs because I need to get George Lucas. You know. Freddy is maybe.
Now, I did see, where was it? Did see this leak. Let's see there. So we got another comic book cover. I will say I like this actually. I like the look of it. I probably won't go out, but I will say so many of these comic book cover variant pops. The actual figure in them looks so good. There's so many of them that are such unique molds. And I know that's how they're trying to sell these, but I wish they were just the mold themselves because you can't. If you could take this out, it'd be different. I think if they sold it like this and you could actually take out the figure, like they had a way, it's magnets or something like that holds it in there. And you could take this out and like have it out if you wanted it, or you could have it in because there's so many people that do out of box and like to have their figures all on display and or do stuff like I do, you know, have a variety of different ways where you're having stuff set up. I think I would love to see that with some of these different figures from the comic book covers and stuff because they do such a good job with them.
Yeah, they do. They do a really good job with them. This Obi-Wan just doesn't do it for me though. I don't know. Like I'm not into this retro line of Star Wars pops. I know some people probably will disagree with my
some reason I like this and I like actually kind of the movement look in him. Like it's very not a like just standing there. You know, it feels like you feel like he's ready to swing that lightsaber, that kind of thing.
I love the comic book as the background. Like, I love that. I don't know. This retro style of this line of pops just doesn't do it for me. I don't know why.
Like that's why. It's not the characters we're thinking. It's the comic book.
No, I know. Yeah, he does kind of look like Balin a little bit. Maybe that's part of the reason. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's a Walmart exclusive. Great point, Matthew. Anybody's local Walmart still receiving new pops? I can tell you ours isn't. We found a couple of lonely Fennec Shans. And that's about it.
I could see this being a Walmart exclusive. A little late, isn't it? A little late.
What is going on with this? What is this all about?
Like, what's going on?
I thought we were past this, Funko. The weird
not going anywhere.
4-pack repack of the commons, but we make one of them glow or two of them glow.
And these aren't even like that sought after like set of Black Adam. I don't think these ones.
No, Black Adam
at all.
Not.
I mean,
there's no Grail in the Black Adam line.
No. I could see this being a Walmart exclusive though. This has that feel for me. Like take off that special edition sticker in there, and it'll be
the only redeeming quality these 4-packs have is that if you want these 4 specific pops for your collection, like let's say you love the Black Adam movie, which I actually heard was decent. I didn't see all of it. I saw some of it. But I know there's some people who did enjoy the movie. The only redeeming quality for these 4-packs is that if you want to get this, it will take up less room than buying the 4 individual pops. So space-wise, this is a no-brainer to get. And if you're an out-of-box collector, once again, I would get this because then you only have to store away 1 box. Once again, takes up less space, and then you display your 4 pop, your 4 pops out of box.
And when it goes on clearance, you get a really good deal.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true too with some of these 4-packs. Although some people were saying
beat up anyway.
The Spider-Verse 4-pack was on clearance, but I have not seen that on sale anywhere.
Spider-Verse would be awesome.
The Spider-Verse Blacklight 4-pack. Yeah. I don't know.
I have been seeing these too. So Entertainment Earth has been showing off some of their pops, which is kind of cool on their social stuff. I like that, and got some Demon Slayer One Piece.
Someone's got to promote Funko. They don't even have the girls anymore.
So Funko's not doing enough of
it. They got to bring back something. Like if you're not going to bring back a full social media team, like come on, you got to get the blonde-haired guy and the other guy who was next to Mike Becker. Have them show off stuff once a week or something.
Or like that with the light, and then woo, there's the pop.
Yeah, it's like just once a week. Like I see Mike Becker, and Mike Becker's doing a great job. You know, he's
wondering why he doesn't show off more.
Yeah, like I'm not telling him how to do his job, but like let's see. I would love to see him once a week do a live stream on Instagram, and he just shows off some pops and interacts with the chat a little bit.
Gator even and show off pops. He could be like somebody crazy Gator personality and show off stuff.
Or look at Susan. Her Walmart hasn't had anything in about a year. All of a sudden, this past week, she's been to 3, and they have new pops. So maybe Walmart's on a Funko comeback here.
Don't you love this? How many people remember over summer after Fun on the Run? Walmart's done with Funko.
Yeah, that was awkward. Yeah. We rented.
We feel like
Funko rented their parking lots, and then they were like, "Yeah, no." That's good. I feel like Walmart should get a couple new exclusives every now and then. Like we all go in there. We all go to Walmart for our toilet paper or groceries, or like there's so many, like a vacuum cleaner. Like there's so many reasons to go to Walmart. Like they should have a new exclusive right now and
then. And we had a couple Funko Shop drops. I don't think anything too crazy, but some people were looking forward to a couple of these. Not really anything I was going to go after myself. I don't think anything you are going to go after either. So
no, not in my wheelhouse.
I figured I would just mention them at least. I'm sure. I know.
Sirbass said it's a big miss. No mouth on Luffy. Interesting. I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Oh, here's the. Do you remember the one we saw as the con?
Yeah, this looks good. I think this looks great.
Chase here, AAA anime.
Chase is diamond and a different pose. I think this looks fantastic.
And it's interesting. We're starting to see some new stickers from companies. Here's another one. Bungie Store as a Destiny pop. Like, I don't know what this is.
I stand by what I said, I don't know, a year ago or 2 years ago when I first started saying it. I want to see every store, every major store get an exclusive. Like I want to see like a Bass Pro Shop exclusive. Like just give me all the random one-off stores. Chick-fil-A, everybody gets an exclusive at some point.
You're gonna get all the exclusives. You're gonna get.
I like the stickers. I like seeing the different stickers. I want to see like a UPS store exclusive, like Freddy holding a box or something. I mean, Freddy holding like a lamp that he needs to ship.
It sounds like we might be getting a Duncan exclusive.
I am actually,
and you are in the land of Duncan.
I am in the land of Duncan, and can I tell you guys, I love Ben Affleck. Like I don't know, I love all his movies for the most part. I thought the Super Bowl commercials were hilarious. I thought it was even more hilarious that they got Tom Brady on the keyboard in that one commercial. And then they also had Matt Damon, who was like, you know, remember when I said I'd do anything for you? Like, this is anything. Like, I think it was just like perfectly executed. And then at the end of the day, like Ben Affleck is actually a huge lover of Dunkin'. So it's not like he's promoting a product that he himself does not use. Like, he has been caught like hundreds of times by paparazzi, like with a drink in his hand, and he looks like he just woke up. Like, so he actually really likes Dunkin', drinks Dunkin' a lot. So I don't know if it's a 3-pack of Matt Damon, Tom Brady, and Ben Affleck. Like, I am down. Like, let's go. Like, I think that will be amazing. And if they do the pre-order thing again, like they did with the Jason Kelsey, even better. I think that's awesome.
I think this is one thing they need to work on capitalizing, which they just did with that pre-order, is pop culture moments.
Yes.
Which I think one of their competitors has been doing very well with those kind of things, with like memes and other things. YouTube's does a very good job of capturing those. They also do a quality product. I think all of them ship in protectors. You know, like all these like bonuses compared, but everyone, like a lot of them are pre-ordered. A lot of them, they, you know, can sell out and do some things like that. So I think, you know, as they're kind of looking at their competition, how can you stand out from them beyond the normal stuff you should have in your comic book shops and your retail stores and that? You need to have, like we've always talked about, that collector piece too.
Yeah.
Something people are hyped about pre-ordering directly from you instead of pre-ordering from where your retailers, you know, and stuff like that. Like, you need to have some of those kind of moments. So we'll see how we'll get, but Dunkin' would be a great one. We get a Dunkin' Donuts exclusive. So we got a Baskin Robbins. They're the same company, right? We got the
Dunkin' bought
Steve, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my god, Teresa!
Look at this.
I don't think I've ever seen that high of a number on somebody's channel before.
Member for 34.
Dude, she's coming up on 3 years.
Teresa, thank you for supporting from the very beginning. Both of us. John and I started.
Teresa's going to be on Josh's Christmas card this year. That is insane. Like 34 months.
34 months. That's insane. Wow. I think I always appreciate everyone's support. You know, Shannon and I both, you know, so appreciate everyone's support along the way. And, you know, sometimes we're not putting out as many videos. Sometimes we're, you know, doing a variety of things this time. We're busy with a bunch of things in life and things like that. But we always appreciate the support the community has given us, you know, from charity auctions that we've done to, you know, supporting the channel by being a channel membership. That means a lot to us. It really helps too. Like, we don't make the big money off of YouTube. You guys might think we make the big money off of YouTube, but we do not make the big money off of YouTube. So buying something from an auction, being a channel member, all those little things help keep stuff running and let us do these kind of things. Let us pay for our StreamYard every month. Let us pay for you know, pay for the software we need or things we need. Pay for, you know, if we need a new light or a new camera or a new microphone or whatever else that comes our way as well. And then also, you know, the mystery boxes and other things that we open. It's awesome to do that. So.
And you and Shannon do a great job. I mean, you guys both work full time. You're both full-time parents. You got tons of stuff going on. Like, and that's like, it's a compliment to everybody who creates videos, whether you have 100 subscribers or, you know, 50,000 subscribers. Like, being, I don't know what the official number is, but I would say anybody under 50,000 I would classify as like a small creator, you know, and then I would say like 50 to 100 is like a medium creator, and then I kind of see like, you know, 100,000 and up as like a big creator. Like, you have a significant following. Like, if you get a YouTube plaque, I would consider that a big following. And we had several Like, I don't know if anybody else gets this. I'm sure, actually, I'm sure every collector gets this. Like, because we all have like crazy displays, right? We've got tons of stuff in our home. I'm sure every time somebody walks into your home, and if they don't know that you're a collector, there's that moment of like, wow, like, look at all this stuff. Like, you guys are hoarders, like there's that moment or whatever. And we had several, repair guys in and out today with the electricity and the heat. And the same thing, like, you just see their eyes and they're just like, whoa, this is a lot of stuff. And then like we were telling them like what we do and everything, and they were actually genuinely very interested in everything. But at the same time, like, they recognize that like I still work full time, and it got me thinking like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be, working full time and doing this, because this is when you step in front of the camera, whether it's with your face or just your hands or however you do it, you just do voice or whatever, like, you are taking time out of your free time, because it's not your main job. Your main job is here and you have your free time. You are taking time out of your free time to create content and create videos. And it's not easy to do. It's a lot of work. So, kudos to you and Shannon. Kudos to everybody else in the chat who makes content. I know Aussie Pop and Paul was in here. Sly Wolf was in here. I thought I saw Funko Fat Guy in the beginning. Like, Pipsqueak, of course. Like, so many other great creators. And I don't think we recognize that enough. Like, I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for the hard work that we put into it. We just do it. And sometimes I feel like sometimes people just expect us to put out a video, or they're just looking for it, right? Like, if you post, like, you have your days, Josh, of like when you post, and I'm sure there's people that are like, all right, Professor Josh is going to post today, and I'm looking forward to doing it, and I'm going to watch it, but sometimes life gets in the way and we have to readjust our schedules and everything. But yeah, it's a very rewarding thing,
Yeah,
I love it.
I think that's the hard part of like sometimes knowing to need to take a back seat a little bit to something, is because also, are you letting people down? But also at a certain point, are you letting yourself down if you don't give yourself the space you need? Especially, I know you and Joanna want to make this your full time career, and like really go into it. Where I don't want to make it my full time career. I just have enjoyed doing it and being part of the community, and doing some different things and collecting in general, and being able to show people and maybe brighten someone's day, or they can have a better day because they got to take a little time to watch a video. I mean, I watch other videos. I don't watch just Funko videos and stuff like that. There's other things I enjoy watching that are on YouTube. And, even if it's like at my lunch break and I want to take 10, 15 minutes to watch a video, it's sometimes nice to like do that, or decompress in the evening and throw something on, because we all watch the same kind of content over and over. Sometimes it's nice to have, things that aren't, your Netflix or your whatever else.
You gotta spice it up.
I think it's also, but also, like you said, people, I think you have to realize how much time we all spend on, doing content. But then also beyond that, there's a lot of other work behind the scenes, because to make our channels happen, and we all can say this, you, me, and Vince for sure, that we wouldn't have channels without selling on like Whatnot and things like that. And that's what funds our channels. It's not funding our life. It's not funding, it's really, but then it takes another 5-6 hours out of your week, like you only have so many hours out of the day. I think that's what a lot of people forget about, is like, you might see a 15-minute video. Was that an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of work? Was that also then, 6 hours for auction, doing an auction, prepping for auction, and then packing for auction, 6 to 8 hours, all those.
Well, I think that's any small business or any channel. Like, whether you watch a channel with 5,000 subs or 5 million, like, you watch a channel with 5 million, like, they have sponsors, they have affiliates, they're promoting products, like, they're working with probably big companies because they're getting killer views on whatever content they put out. Like, that's bringing in money besides YouTube ad revenue. I would venture to say that there is maybe except Mr. Beast, I don't think there's any YouTube channel out there that can, where you can purely make a living and put out a super high quality level of content and survive off of ad revenue alone. Like I don't think you can. I don't think
And
it's
I think also you're missing out on the. I mean, even you could say Mr. Beast, but look at all the other stuff he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside of that.
That's why
No,
I'm saying
you're
Mr.
not.
Beast could, because I feel like because he has figured, like he is the algorithm, you know, like he's figured it out. But I'm saying, but even he's smart enough to know, like, why would you pass up all the opportunities, you know, that you can
You're a
get,
brand. You're a
yeah,
brand.
you are a brand and everything.
You are a brand. You are that opportunity. And I think a lot of people, but it also puts a lot of pressure. I know as people I know people that have, that do very different YouTube channels that I know personally that are like 3 to 6 million
Yeah.
subs. They're larger ones. I know them personally. And
That's insane.
day in, day out, that's what you got to do. You got to get out a video, and you got, like, it might not be daily, but it's a lot, but it's also well done. It's done.
But you're working
over, you're working. Plus, you're also trying to do things so you can, whether it's something so you can travel and do something, whether it's food related or travel related or whatever like that. It's always crazy. So I think that's a life. It becomes part of you. It becomes your life.
Well, and that's the thing, and that's why I'm so grateful. Like I cannot tell you guys how just every day, like, beyond grateful I am to have the wife that I have, because Joanna, like, does so much for the channel, for our channel, and she helps out with PFO and everything. And she does so much legwork behind the scenes that allows us to grow and keep pushing forward and do all the things. And I actually have to tell her, like, babe, it's 11:30, like, stop doing emails, like, you need to go to bed, like, you need to I'm always telling her, like, you need to take a break. Did you eat anything today? How much water have you had? Like, and just because she gets in it, and I love her work ethic. Like, I love that she has, like, the hustle mentality like I do and everything, but we both have to, like, kind of, like, stop ourselves and step away a little bit. But the one thing that I have felt for, like, the last, I would say, 2 years that I've never felt in my life, like, I feel this draw, like, to this lifestyle, and that's why, like, I want to make it, I want to make it our full-time gig, because you know how, like, everybody growing up, like, they always say, like, follow your passion, or, like, it's corny, or like chase your dreams, right? Or, like, find what's the saying? They say, like, oh, find something you love doing and you'll never work a day in your life. Like, up until, like, 2 years ago, I never felt that about my military career. Like, I've had countless opportunities that I know a lot of people don't ever get, because of my job in the military and everything. And I'm super grateful for those opportunities. But I never once was like, oh yeah, I have like, I never, like, thought about my job, like, after the job was done, the way I do now, where it's like, every time, like, we end a video, or I'm finished with an auction, or we're working on Patreon, or we're coming up with t-shirt ideas, like, it just keeps going and going and going. And I just find myself, like, constantly thinking about, like, all right, what can I do as, like, I need to get better at, like, short form content. So I'm, like, looking at other creators, and I'm like, what are they doing that I could take and then put a Funko spin on it? Like, I'm so passionate about this. And then today, I won't say the name, but, like, it seems like almost every other day there's somebody that messages us and says, like, hey, like, I'm having a really rough time, but your videos are, helping me get through it. Or, we usually get it, believe it or not, on Fridays too. Like, people were like, I had a tough week, but I caught the replay of PFO, and, it really helped me out and everything. And, like, those messages mean so much to me, because it solidifies that we are making a difference, and a difference in the fact that, like, oh, I'm not just, like, helping somebody get their Funko Pop, of their dreams. Although when I hear about somebody picking up, like, a Johnny Karate, like, I'm beyond excited, that, like, gets me going. But, like, the fact that we can help people outside of collecting. Like the fact that we can make an impact on their life for the sake of like bringing them positivity or joy or happiness or whatever it may be in that moment, like that is priceless. And I'm so grateful that we can do that.
I think that's why we kind of all do this. You know, we're not doing it for the big bucks right now. This time, especially we're not, but we are doing it because we have a passion behind it. Because we love the community. Because we also, you know, it's an outlet for us too. Like collecting is an outlet for so many people, and I know so many people struggle with different things in their life, whether it's depression or whether it's something going on with their family or home life or job life or all those different things that you have it. So, you know, I think those are big parts of it. So I think things that, you know, all our community does that supports us, we very much take that in as like, it's very meaningful for all.
Oh yeah.
I think that's something like never take that for granted. And even sometimes it'll feels weird or something like that. And we also say, when you can't like when people can't support in one way or another, there's other ways to support. That's what I always say. They're like, you can't support and help like become a channel member or buying something from auction or doing stuff like that. Like just watch a video, like it, comment, or kind of share it out to someone else, or all those kind of things mean the world to us too. But just watching the videos, and
yeah, watching the videos is like the most important thing. Honestly, the like button is like
the like button, watching the videos, being there. I think that's, if people don't realize like how big that is, but also it's big for us. I think when we see that people watch our videos and enjoy our videos, that means a lot to us internally. I think that's one thing too. People forget about, and we all forget. Like sometimes when I watch someone's video, I try to remember to comment because I know it's funny. I've done that recently. I've watched some channels that maybe I've not watched before, maybe have watched but never commented on and stuff like that. And I've gone back and like, I want to comment on it. Like, hey, I like, I had that issue too, or oh, I really like that pop. I've gotten that for my collection or something like that. And a lot of them have messaged back on, the comments and been like, oh, thanks so much. I watch your channel, like, kind of surprised in that. But it's also like I have to remember to do that sometime on the people that aren't Funko people that I watch too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like sometimes I forget. Like sometimes we get so engrossed with just watching the content, and going on to the next video or going on to whatever, and we watch the thing. So hopefully that works for everyone. But man, it's already almost that time, John.
Yeah, and the one other comment I wanted to highlight. So Jeremy collects. Jeremy's got a great channel of his own. He says Skittle Rampage has done a video every day for 7 years. Like that is incredible dedication, and it's no wonder he's well over 100,000 subscribers. Like I would say, you do a video every day for 7 years, a good video at that. You deserve over 100,000 subscribers. So yeah, the work ethic definitely equals results. So it's cool. Look at that. Pipsqueak, 22 months. There you go.
Appreciate it so much. And, I try to comment, like I said, on a lot of people's videos. I do love some good soda content. I do watch Pipsqueak collectibles.
Yeah, Pipsqueak is great.
I enjoy, like anyone else, and I think that's why, John, you and I have always talked about this. We hate very rarely to put out negative content on stuff because there's so much negativity in the news and the world and everything else. I want to have joy in watching something.
I will put it this way.
Of joy and excitement and whatever else, and we'll be honest and truthful about things too. But also, I wouldn't want to put out negativity on the regular because there's so much negativity already in this world.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Enjoy that joy. I enjoy joyful content. That's what I want to watch when I watch stuff. And
Yeah, and
this
even
one's
if like,
like really
I
great example.
know like I've done a couple of videos like slamming certain Star Wars pops or like we've done some certain things. So like our Smash or Pass videos, like we'll say our true feelings. We're like, yeah, we're not getting this because this isn't, a
It's not
reused
part of your
mold, or
collection
it's
or
a
something.
character. Yeah, it's a character that doesn't fit our collection or whatever. Like that could be seen as negative. But yeah, I don't think I've gone to work one day since like becoming an adult and there hasn't been something wrong, whether it was like, earth ending or something as trivial as what happened today. I needed to photocopy documents to send off to the mortgage company, and the stupid giant printer that we have, or giant copy machine, was down. And I would like, fidgeting with it and like plugging in, because you have to plug in your password. So I'm like plugging in my password and everything. And someone just walked by and they were like, thing's been dead all week. The toner company hasn't, come out to fix the toner. And I'm like, God, there isn't like one day where there isn't something bad that happens, or something that's just like, oh, now I have to walk, 2 buildings over to use their copy machine. And like, I know that sounds like, I guess, first world problems, right? Like I just had to walk 2 buildings over to use the copy machine, but still like frustrating, like, this is a bummer. So, and then, the scale goes up from there. But yeah, no, I agree 100%. I think that's why I stopped watching the news like years ago, like, because I can't do it. Like,
I'm glad I don't have cable.
yeah,
Like,
no, honestly,
I don't have cable. We have internet. We have subscription services. We watch what we kind of want to watch. I'll go on and read news, but yeah, watching news is usually depressing. So I think after a
and they do
day,
it, and they do it on purpose, because unfortunately,
oh,
like, negative news sells. Like if you see like, that's why they say like, oh, 20 car pileup and there was a fire. Like everyone's like, oh, what happened? If you say
3
like,
people got shot. This and
yeah,
that.
if they put on the news like everything was fine and there was no traffic, well then nobody would watch. Like,
We had
like,
a great day with no
yeah,
traffic
like
today. Good
you'll
luck.
never see that. Like, oh, nothing happened today. It was another great Tuesday. Like you'll never see that. So, but anyway, yeah, we're getting down to the wire here. We have let's see what we have. We have a busy weekend ahead of us. We have a 3-liter mega soda battle on Saturday, which I think I owe Joanna a lot for making her open so many 3-liter sodas, but it was a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys check it out on Saturday. We will also be having another big drop over on the website. We have another mystery box hitting slapshotpops.com. Couple big top hits in play, including a 500-piece teal chrome HQ store exclusive release Freddy Funko. So that one's in the boxes. $30 guaranteed value, just like last week. Instead of 30 boxes, there's 50 boxes, because there's another big top hit, a $260 con sticker glow. Oh gosh, what is that character from Mo2? Now it's escaping me.
Scareglow?
Scareglow, yes. Con sticker glow, Scareglow from 2017. Sorry. Brain fart on that. So that is the drop. There's also going to be some other pops and sodas that hit the website. We really do appreciate anybody who grabs something from the website. Means a lot, guys. So thank you so much. Slapshotpops.com. We're going to start sprinkling in some discount codes or some words that will get you a discount in some of our upcoming videos. We'll do like a temporary, like 12-hour discount, if you catch the code word in the video, stuff like that. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. And then, yeah, we'll have regular videos moving into next week, and no house update yet, but we will definitely let everybody know when something comes to fruition. So.
Sounds good. So we got Disney fun tomorrow with Vince and family.
That's right. Oh my gosh, that's right.
Vince and family. We never we have to remember to take a picture this time. We don't have the time to take a picture together. I don't know, but I think we did the hunt and stuff before when they were here one time because we went out. But I think we're just going to Disney this time. I think Animal Kingdom tomorrow. So if anyone wants to join us, we'll be out there. Yeah, we'll be Animal Kingdom, I think, tomorrow. I don't know what else is going on. Oh, Dream Gala is this weekend, so that's where we'll be making our donation.
Nice.
And there might be a special opportunity that will lead to the future donations going to a new fund. I don't want to talk about on here yet, but once we go through the process this weekend, I'll announce something that might be big coming for our future charity auction pieces. Um, that will go towards something really cool.
Nice.
But also, we have a mystery box video coming up. Freddy mystery box video coming up. We also have NFT redeemables. We have gotten a bunch in lately. That's why, like I said, I'm taking a break on some because I realized how many I just got in.
Yeah.
Different ones that have all come in at one time, it seems like. So looking forward to that. Right now, we don't have an auction plan for next week. We're going to skip next week and go to the week after, probably. Who knows? Maybe we'll do something fun a little, but probably not. I'll probably prep stuff so the next week do some fun things. But we always have stuff also in our shop on whatnot. So if you haven't been on the marketplace, like the marketplace is a cool place to look for stuff as well too.
Yeah, marketplace is good.
People forget about it, and I get sales from there here and there all the time. But we try to load some stuff in there, so I'm gonna load some more. I think I have like 30, 40 things in there, but I probably will load some more on there too as well. Because then we just put in our auctions as well too that have buy it now, but you can buy it at any time if you see it as well too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those kind of things. So, and then yeah, I think next week, coming into a lot of different, like I said, we got some mystery boxes, NFTs, and all that good stuff planned. Vince, they just had their family live last Sunday, so no family live coming up. But they did announce something big on their family live.
Oh,
They announced their charity auction, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. And they can start they said people can start sending them stuff for right. It's in May, I think.
When they get back from their vacation.
When they get back from okay, so don't send them stuff yet.
I mean, but in general, I think you can send it now. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I think they're starting to do prep for that and get that going. So that's gonna be great. I don't remember the date offhand. So I'll let him share that next week when he's back with us. It'll be on his channel next week too, right? We'll be back on his channel.
Yeah, we'll be back on Vince's channel.
So he can go ahead and share that news with you guys some more. But that's really cool from them. And they put out a video today. So if you didn't check out their
video, they got some cool stuff too.
And you guys put out a video as well. So you got some fun videos to check out. So if you haven't watched anything, please do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for tonight. I appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out with us, having some fun. I know you guys missed Vince. I'm sorry, Miss Vince. You just got stuck with the two of us. But we'll be all back next week on next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Poppin Duos channel. So we hope to see you there. Hopefully everyone has a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Honestly, I think we did okay.
Yeah.